Happy Friday, everybody. I just wanted to jump on and share some things that I've been thinking about for a couple of months now, but particularly again today. And so I wanted to maybe share it with you all in case it would be helpful for someone. There's a passage in the book of John that I love. It's in John 8. Jesus has come to the temple, and a crowd has gathered around him, and he's teaching them. And the Pharisees bring a woman to him that had been caught in the act of adultery. And basically, they bring her, put her in front of him, and they're like, hey, the law says that we should stone women like this. What do you say? And and this whole thing is now this spectacle that is centered around this woman and her sin. Um, And I can't help but think about that scene and what it would have been like to be that woman, and the voices and the words that she hears spoken over her, and the looks that she sees in the faces of strangers and possibly even neighbors, right? And the humiliation that she must feel in the midst of all of this. And so, I've been thinking about that and thinking about it's not unlike uh, traveling through my mind, and maybe you feel the same way. There are voices and faces that are surrounding me in my daily life, and so just because I think sometimes using our imagination can be helpful, I want you to just take a moment to imagine yourself in that scene. You are this woman who has been pulled out and you're now being made into this public spectacle. And you have been brought before strangers and neighbors, and everything about your private life is now on display for the people in the crowd. And and I just want you to imagine for a moment uh, what it would be like to be that woman in that scene. Uh, would you be laid low in shame? Would you be laid low by guilt, by rejection, by abuse, by failure, whether it's been private failure or public failure? Um, would it be, uh, would you be laid low by contempt and scorn from people who have never been able to look past your past choices, or maybe even just your current struggles? And then I want you to think about what are the voices in the crowd saying to you, about you? Um, are their words full of condemnation? What names are they calling you? Are they calling you failure? Are they calling you worthless? Are they calling you unforgivable? Are they calling you hopeless or useless or expendable? Um, what do the looks on their faces communicate about what they think about you? Is it scorn? Is it contempt? Is it rejection, anger, apathy, hatred, disgust, disappointment? Like, what are the voices and the faces in the crowd saying about you? And then I want you to imagine Jesus arriving on the scene, making his way through this raucous crowd, and slowly and methodically approaching you. And he stoops down, lowering to his knees into the dirt, and he sets his gaze on you. I want you to find his face in the crowd. What does the look on his face convey? What does the look on his face say about how he feels about you and toward you? What's his posture? Is it closed off? Is it disappointed? Is it angry? Is it rejection? Is it shame? Is it pity? Is it um, disgust? Or does his face look on yours with compassion and with tenderness and with sorrow and grief over both the sin that has fractured you and the sins that have been done to you that have fractured you? Does his face convey his deep love? Does his face convey that you are safe and secure and seen? What does his face convey? And then what words does he speak over you? Words like beloved, forgiven, child, clean, daughter, son, friend. We are constantly bombarded by the voices of shame and humiliation and rejection and contempt and doubt and insecurity and all those voices that have been shaped by those that have been a part of our lives and are shaped by our own insecurities and fears. They've been shaped by experiences that we've had in our life, whether it was things that we did or things that have been done to us. And then all of those voices, all of those names that are spoken over us also have faces. Their faces convey all that they think and feel about and toward us. And this is the battlefield of our mind. This is the thing that we are having to navigate day in and day out in our jobs, as moms, as dads, as friends, as employees and employers, as neighbors, as we are tackling new projects, as we're trying to accomplish a goal, as we are trying to start something new, as we engage a new relationship, whether with a friend or somebody that we might be interested in from a romantic level. I mean, like, we are constantly having to make our way through all of the crowd, and 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 that in that crowd, it is so loud and the crowd is so full and surrounding us in such a way that we lose sight of Jesus. And in losing sight of Jesus, now all we can hear are the words that others speak over us and the looks that that their faces show toward us. The challenge of our day, the challenge of our faith, the challenge of the moment is we've got to find Jesus' face in the crowd. We've got to look up. We've got to search and find his face, because when we find his face, we will hear his voice. We will see tenderness and compassion and forgiveness and invitation and hospitality and generosity and kindness and love. We will see welcome. You are safe. You are seen. You are mine. And I am not letting you go. We will hear him call us beloved. We will hear him say, you are clean. That changes everything. As we are able to hear Jesus's voice and find Jesus's face in the crowd that surrounds us, we begin the path toward hope, healing, and freedom. So friends, I want you to look up. Look up and look for Jesus's face in the crowd. Because when you do, you will be transformed.